Now I'm going to show you how to run the tests in a way that you can get what is the test coverage. And the test coverage really helps you to understand which parts of the code are not being tested. So it's a good way to identify whether you need more testing or not. Of course, there are other techniques, but at least these ones are. So there are other techniques to realize what is the best coverage, but this also gives a real insight about how deeply your code is being tested. So to do it, basically you run the test. So I'm gonna show you two ways to do it. So with Jacoco in the in the console, where you in the terminal, where you then you get a XML, a HTML description of the coverage, and in IDE, okay, IntelliJ as well. So the only thing I need to do, if you look there, you'll see that we have a target there. This is generated every time you compile, or okay. But when you do clean, you just remove it. So if I do clean, and then if I do target is not there anymore. But now if I run the test, I'm gonna run, if I do this, basically what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do the domain and service tests, not the web service tests. And this is gonna take a while to run, okay? So when it runs, I'm gonna show you how to do it as well here in IntelliJ. So if you go to run and you say run all with coverage, and it starts running with coverage, it's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna pause it so that it waits to finish. We don't need to have a too long video on this. So I'm back. So it finished. Look there, it finished. So if I do something like ls, target is there. So inside target, we'll find the site, and inside it's Jacoco. And then if you do this, we'll get a lot of files, but what I'm interested in is index HTML, okay? So this is basically what I have. And then I can do this. So I'm gonna copy this to my browser so that I can search for it. So let's do this, and then copy this as well. And that's it. So I get the coverage. So I have instructions, branches, and so on. We'll see that so we have been working with activity. So for instance, activity DTO is 24 coverage. I can look inside the code, and I see that it's red. This was not invoked. So any toast code invoked this, and the creation date, get creation date as well. This yellow means that, so this code was invoked, and this yellow means that it was invoked with true, but not with false. So this, why do I know that it's true? It's because this is green, right? So it means that it was invoked with true in the test, but never with false. Then you look at this and see whether it is relevant or not to write a test that exercises that part, okay? So, and you have these for all the code. Let's see just where is activity. So this is activity, that's the controller. So the controller was not tested, as you see, because I just run the services and the domain. There is activity. So activity is 100%, but there's a missing branch. So I can look inside and see that Okay, these ifs were just tested, not the false values. Okay, so the same, you can check the same in a different way in IntelliJ, and it finished. Okay, and I get something here that is similar. So I can get, for instance, in domain, I go to activity, looks 100%. I go to activity and it show me these greens that these were invoked. I think that the information is more detailed in the other one. As you see that it actually was able to check something here. Look, they don't do this difference. So they do different evaluations. This class method list, they don't check whether the conditions are evaluated at the different values, true and false. And but for instance, if you go to institution, okay, so in the domain only 50%, so it's much less covered. The coverage is small. Oh, because this the reason because there's no tests for it is because it requires uploading a file, and we haven't written test to it. Okay, but that's why you can how you can run the coverage.